What up? It's Jimmy from odds.com. This is a clip from our Midwest region breakdown. March Madness, baby. I love the games in this region. To check out the entire show, hit the link at the bottom of the screen. It's available exclusively on odds.com. Let's get you back on the college basketball train. We're going to start with the Midwest region, and let's attack Max. 1:15 p.m. Eastern on Friday, March 19th. Number 16, Drexel Dragons get it started. 12-7 on the season versus number 1 Illinois fighting Illinois. 23-6. We're at Indiana Farmers Coliseum in Indianapolis, Indiana. Illinois opening up as 22.5-point favorites. We haven't seen much movement. It's sitting there right now. There is a 23 on the board. This total opened up at 144.5, and it's dropped. It's 143.5 at most books, but the main leading indicator book has moved it down to 143. From January 24th to February 25th, there were 8 games postponed, and the Dragons played just 3 times. And that was all due to pauses by other teams for COVID-19. They didn't have to go through it. So they got rolling again on February 26th. They beat James Madison, then handled number 3 seed College of Charleston, 80-75, number 2 seed Northeastern, 74-67, and then defeated 8-seeded Elon, 63-56, to put the Dragons in the NCAA tournament for the first time in 25 years. They have 4 players averaging double figures, but are led by Cameron Winter, 16.8 points, 5.3 assists, shoots 47.3% from the field, 42.5 from 3. The Dragons shoot 47.7 from the field, 37.2 from 3. Zach Walton and Matej Okros both hit 39.2% from the perimeter, joining Winter as deep threats. They also cashed 77.7% from the line. No team in the nation finished this season as strong as Illinois, winning 14 of 15, 7 straight on their way to their first Big Ten title since 2005. Ayo Dosunmu was named the tourney's most outstanding player on the season. He averaged 20.7 points, 6.3 boards, 5.3 assists. Center Kofi Coburn has been a beast in the middle. Max talks about him often. The 7-foot, 285-pound Jamaican center averaging 17.6 points, 9.6 boards. Senior guard Trent Frazier also averages double-digit at 10.4. Freshman Andre Curbelo averages 9.1 points, 4 boards, 4 assists. The Illinois score 81.4 points per game, hit 49.9% from the field, 37.6 from 3, and 69.1% from the line. A 16 seed versus a 1 seed, Max. Drexel, Illinois, take it away.
Yeah, Jim, I think that this is a little high of a line for my liking when it comes to Illinois. I probably would align this around 19 or 18 and a half. And with Drexel, they got to get a lot of ball screen action for Cam Winter. And the emergence of Xavier Bell has been really a big asset, and I think one of the reasons why they were able to make that run in the CAA tournament. I think that with Xavier Bell in the lineup playing alongside Cam, it allows Cam to play off the ball and be more effective together as a tandem. I think that when you look at Xavier Bell, this is a guy that's a good driver, has a good mid-range game, and can extend it if you don't contest his shots. With Zach Walton, like you mentioned, at 6'6", he brings good length. He brings that three-point shot. He's going to have to minimize his defensive liability because if you're a guy that thrives on dribble drive penetration, you're going to love having Zach Walton on you because you're going to be able to blow by him very often. He does take smart shots on offense and has that quick release, and he's solid at the free throw line, but his defensive liability could make or break whether or not Illinois is able to cover this big spread. I think that with Drexel, listen, the question is going to be enough. Can they score enough to balance out their defensive flaws? They hit 9 threes on less than 20 attempts. They're hitting 50% from the field in this recent stretch of winning. And their best shot, I think, in this game is to keep it close in the first half. And if they can elevate the amount of ball pressure that they're putting on Illinois, it's definitely going to help because with Ayo, listen, he's a pick and roll nightmare for any team at any level. And with Kofi Coburn, his post present scoring, we already know what it is. I think that with Trent Frazier, as good as he's been and how he's had to take a reduced role with the development of this program, he is definitely one of the most dangerous spot shooters that you're going to see on the one line. And You mentioned Andre Curbelo. I think Andre Curbelo is the key player in this game outside the obvious big two. With his passing skills in the pick and roll, him being able to minimize some of his bad decisions, and he's a good rebounder for a guard his size. That's going to be a real impact type performance. He's going to be able to get you a couple turnovers, take the ball away from a couple ball handlers, and as long as he can avoid getting into early foul trouble and shooting from long distance, I think that you got a good shot with Illinois. I think that Illinois definitely has to be aware in the first half, but at the end of the day, I do think that they wear on and bear down on this Drexel defense. I think that with Trent Frazier, he's probably the X factor. He's definitely outplayed Adam Miller for the same minutes that they're competing for. We've seen his toughness. We've seen his scoring and his good ball skills, and he's a minute eater, Coach Underwood relies on this guy, and I think that he comes through. Excuse me, Jim. I think that when you look at Trent Frazier, this is the guy that has to give you that X factor performance. And if he does, I think that Illinois is not going to have any trouble advancing. I think that Drexel definitely has their best shot of staying in early, but eventually I do think that Illinois prevails. Because I lined the game, I would say 3 points or so less than what we have right now. I'm not going to make an official play, but I do lean towards Drexel first half, and then I do also lean towards the over. I think that this line should have been closer to 150 with Drexel. If they can score, then this game's going to get high up. So no official pick, but a couple leans for anybody that wants to dig deeper.
All right, there you have it. Drexel Dragons, Illinois fighting Illinois, getting the Midwest region started on Friday at 1:15 p.m. Eastern.